Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. We want to hashtag Kate for getting a great speech today. And she was out of the entertaining manual, the manual to entertain. The entertaining speaker is the manual. And the speech that she chose to do is called the entertaining speech. It's the first speech in the manual, so that makes sense. In which the speaker is to entertain the audience in a 5 to 7 minute talk by relating a personal experience. And certainly, Kate fulfilled that requirement completely, and better than anyone else could possibly do. She just nailed that all the way. Starting from the opening, when she had to redefine the title because Carrie got it wrong. And that was funny when she redefined the title, and it brought her right into what she wanted to talk about. And excellent humor throughout the speech. We were laughing, we've been laughing all meeting actually. There was a lot of humor in your entertaining speech, which is what it's all about. We want to be entertained, we want to laugh, and you're normally a very serious person, and you it's good to see you laugh and make us laugh. I meant that as a compliment. Even more, what Kate did with this speech is she tied it directly into Carrie's theme. We always tie table topics to the theme, but rarely does anybody give a speech during the meeting that even remotely resembles the theme that the Toastmaster has set up. And today, Kate and Carrie apparently talked a little bit ahead of time here and got this set up. I never heard of Periscope, and I saw that was the theme and said, okay, it's about submarines or something. And there was a news item on one of the news things I get through email, and it said something about Periscope. So I better read this before we go to the meeting today. I'm totally surprised about what it was all about. And as someone who uses Facebook religiously but has never gotten into Twitter, this is going to be a tough one for me. But you tied into it very well, and in the process of doing so, you made it not only a speech to entertain, but you made it a learning exercise. And between you and Carrie, we have all learned something. Most of us, I would say, have learned a lot today that we didn't know before. Even Tom, who's one of the younger people in the room, learned something today. I look around the room and I'm seeing people like Kate, who's half my age, saying she never heard of this before. I must be really getting old. But Kate's approach was very personable, and we all related to her. She talked to us rather than at us, and we were absorbed totally in what she had to say. Very good. Her gestures, her voice, body language, all these things that we learn in the CC manual were all excellent. She used PowerPoint effectively. It's just a couple of things to show us. And her humor relative to that, she had to find something that wasn't X-rated to show us. It was funny. Now, as far as improvement, just a few very minor things. You were pacing probably more than you needed to for this speech. Some speeches you should pace. I thought you probably were pacing a little too much on that one. At one point, you used the phrase that wouldn't fly in a humor speech contest at district level, these assholes. Probably these jerks. And thirdly, at the end of the conclusion, I thought was a bit abrupt. You repeated the sentence you had at the beginning about IT works fine until it doesn't, and then it's broken, or whatever the actual saying was. I thought it would have been better if you concluded about the whole Periscope experience that you had instead. But it was a great and timely personal story, and thank you for sharing it with us, man.